video is gonna be in English, and I think it's only because the book itself is in English, and I don't know why, but that seems like a good enough reason. I'm going to do a book review on The Cruel Prince from Holly Black. I've read this book around this time last year. Yes. The book, it's here. It is immaculate, is the schnitz. Actually, look at that. There's literally no point of view for you to see my face. It's black on the inside, like myself. What the fudge? Is it just this one? Haha! See what I mean? One of them is signed. This book was new to me in a way that there's not much smut in it. Actually, there isn't any smut in it. I had so much fun reading this book. It is, wow, I can't even describe it. But I think I read this book within like less than a week. The world she created is very beautiful. It's very unique. And it brings a lot of like folklore together and a lot of creatures that do not exist. However, we see them in movies and in other books, and you can't relate to them, as in not relate, but like you're familiar with it. That's probably the best word. You're familiar with them, but then she puts like a little twist on it, and it's super cool. Jude Duarte, because that's how I read it. She is such a strong character. Goodness me, I was reading and I kept thinking, man, I wish I was like her. Man, I want to be like her. Honestly, she is so strong in what she believes in and so firm just in every decision she makes. And she's like, this is for survival. I'm not doing this because I want to. I'm just trying to survive. And I think there's even like a quote about it. Found it, and it is, let me tell you, if I cannot be better than them, I will become so much worse. When I read that in the book, in this book, I was like, you know what, girl? Yes, slay. It is, the book is so, it pulls you in as soon as you start reading, because it just starts off with the most dramatic scene ever, which is amazing, by the way. There's an event and someone is unalived, which then brings them to the next part of the book, which is the fairy tale land and everything in it, and how just they really, these two human girls, they're twins by the way, try so hard to fit in. Like her sister, a twin sister, I hate love her. She's a bit of a biatch, and then you sort of understand it, but still. And then there's Cardan. Have you ever seen the K-drama Boys Over Flowers? He gives such main character. What's his name? I'm still not good at reading names in Korean. That's like a parallel thing that you can just make. You just expect him to be like really stupid, really mean. Well, Cardan is meaner than that guy from Boys Over Flowers. Way meaner. it turns out that he likes her, right? And she literally does anything. She even poisons herself just to work her way up on the corporate ladder in our realm that is reality. She is, oh gosh, the things she does, I think it's in itself, it's such an adventurous and challenging thing to read, because you would never do that in real life, in the sense that you would definitely go to jail for a lot of the things she did. So the first book starts with Cardan and Jude literally hating each other's guts, but deep down they love each other, you know what it is. There's like something happening that is so mischievous, and you're like, oh, I know what that is. Oh, I get the plot of the story. And then next book is, oh, it's not that. Okay, what is it then? And it keeps being like that for like a long time. But I feel like you still get the plot of the story, of like the book series, saga, I mean, super quick. They're gonna end up together, but there's just so much. And they always, like, the two of them, they always do a lot of play on words. That's sort of like how they communicate a lot of the time. Super cool. In this book, I think it's this one, right? Yes, he becomes king, Cardan, which he did not want to. It's an interesting story. Even the both of them, the way they just develop as characters, goodness, she is so full of anger and this thirst to just prove herself to this a world she does not belong to. She just wants to be part of it so bad that she does all these unthinkable things that makes her just like, oh no, you could never do that. And then she does it, and she's just a mere human with no superpowers, with nothing like that. And she can be so easily influenced by all of those fairies there. But she isn't. She knows how to protect herself. She knows the way of the land and how to get away with all this trickery. I don't want to keep the video too long because I don't want to spoil anything. And it's so fun. It is so fun. It is such a fun book. It definitely, like, my top favorite, top 5. Yeah, definitely. So it would probably go Acotar, like the series, and then this one, and then Harry Potter, just because it's a freaking classic. And Aquaraya, of course, that's the top 5. And there's another one. You don't need to know. I don't think I remember the name either. Oh, yes, I do remember it. Tog, Throne of Glass. There's like 2 Sarah J. Maas books there, and it's super fun. She's a great writer. Holly Black, I love the way she writes. I genuinely do. I love how like fantasy-like her world is. Like this world, the fairyland. I just, and even the way she creates characters, they're so compact and so dense that it's super real. It's realistic to the reader that these could be actual people or, fairies. And there's always that play with fairies living hundreds, thousands of years, and their rules are a bit gray on a lot of matters. And it's great because she really explores that. So there's that path that as a human, some things are very black and white, and in this book you can just have a lot of gray areas that you can just stumble yourself on and just test it because you'll be reading about it, and I think it's such a beautiful story, and it's very imaginative. It's very unreal, which I like. But the whole series is super cool, and I will do the next video will be about the second book. So stay tuned for that. Give this video a super like and love. If you wanna see more book reviews, I have a ton I would like to talk about, but I don't know what you want to see. So I think I'll just for a while be just doing my own thing, which is nice. Well, I think that was it for today's video on The Cruel Prince from Holly Black. Go read it. I know I keep saying this in every video about books, but go read it. Honestly, it was an adventure. It was more fun to read this one than Akuraya, just for how adventurous the whole book is. And comment what's your favorite part of the book on this book, not the second one, not the third one. I want this book, The Cruel Prince, and what is your thoughts on it? Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. I already said that probably. And yeah, 안녕.